just want to say hello and thank you. Um, I got some great comments this morning or this afternoon. um, I did my first live light language vocalization transmission. Um, and I actually got people that sent me back messages and people that emailed me very nice things that are so encouraging. Um, I'm gonna start doing it on a regular basis. I might even give like a transmission a day or something. I'm not sure. Fill it out and see what happens. Hey, Mike, you're a big reason why, man. After that message you sent me, it just man, it went right to my heart. And said, "See, you're okay. Nobody's gonna make fun of you. They want to hear this." That just made me feel so good. And it was weird because I went into a Reiki session that was so awesome, and man, I'm not even gonna really get into it, but it helped with some things, and to realize kind of who I am. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I know all my past history and all that stuff, but like in my heart, who I am, and it's just like the rest of you. When we realize that, I mean, seriously, not just say it, but literally feel it. That this physical world is just a teeny part of what we're doing. We're souls that are so far beyond this. It's like you become unlocked from the matrix. Nothing can mess with you. You're always happy. You feel so freaking interdimensional that you can't even describe it sometimes. I mean, I'm walking through the store a minute ago, and it was like I could see for miles and miles through everything. It's just like a trance state or something. It's really interesting. Um, hey, hello, Dharma. I almost called you Dharma. Darla, and the Jedi Master. Um, yeah, great timing. Yeah, for sure. Um, let's see here. Uh, yeah, but I don't think anybody is. This was just something that went back to childhood. And basically, what it is what you project. So if you think certain things about yourself, then when you do them, if you're like, you don't. Sorry, there's a gnat. You don't feel genuine about like maybe you're like, oh, I don't know, should I do this, or I feel kind of like a dork or whatever. That you're projecting that to other people, and they'll pick that up and think that. But if you don't, then they don't, because I found out once I stopped doing that stuff, and I never used to step in front of people and talk, but now that I do and do these things, and I totally believe in myself and everything that I'm saying, nobody really says anything. But then again, I don't run around the streets telling it to everybody that I see, because there's a lot of people out there that don't understand any bit of this that would kind of weirded out. But it's just one of the things that goes back to childhood. You get picked on, bullied, whatever. You get like some weird PTSD things and stuff sticks, and you got to get rid of it. And that's what happened with me. It was like the energy was just about to burst out of me. It was like for 3 days, it was like tears would come no matter what, good, happy, sad, didn't matter. And after I did that, it was like a moment of release, and I went into this Reiki session, and it was like doing this weird breathing stuff, and it was like I'm free, I'm free. I was like having this weird stuff happen where like it was like, dude, I'm telling you, my friend got really really good with this stuff, man. And hey, Jed, I might match you like this one too, man. She's a big Star Wars fan. I call her Yoda. Because I was joking with her one day. I said, "I'm Obi-Wan and you're Yoda." She says, "Well, that means you have to call me Master Yoda, right?" Man, she's got a lot stronger with it since the last time I did it. But she'll tell you though it's your higher self healing you, because she actually seen energy around my macabre healing it and stuff. But it helps to have a good energy worker if you're blocked to be able to help that stuff. And that is something that I'm realizing with the healing modalities. This may sound pretty wild, but these vocalizations I'm doing, they go deeper than that, man. I almost go into like trance like states, and something's telling me that I could heal with them. I mean, like literally going up to people, touch them on the head, vocalize or something. It's a real trip, man. Real trip. Um, as a matter of fact, right after that, something crazy happened that under normal conditions would have flipped me out. But I was like, no. And I'm going to do some work on this person. And it was weird. I went into like a thing where I was, but the language is a little different kind of language. The only thing I can figure it is from, it seems like there's a couple different things going on, maybe three. The other one, from what I've looked up, it seems like it might be close to Syrian as far as like the beings from the Syrian star system. It's kind of like really sharp sounding, you know. Almost reminds me of like Klingon or something. But it's not bad. It's just it's almost like something between a combination of Klingon and shaman chant kind of thing. Um, but that usually comes about when it's like a clearing, you know, um, something that really needs like kind of thing. But outside of that, when it's just a pure love thing, it comes out the other way. And I've had it also come out sounding pretty chirpy, man, like bird like. I mean, I actually go into some talking and stuff around here where I do that. It's real chirpy bird like. I'm not sure where it came from, but feels good to do it. I can't tell you what I'm saying, but I can tell you what I feel, and I feel good when I do it. So I'm gonna just keep doing it. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? Yeah, you want to go look at the live feed I did before this? I this has been going on inside of me for a couple of years. There was no way in a million years that I would ever go in front of a camera and be talking to people, much less vocalizing. There's pretty much a cappella. There's no music and light language. No way in a million years that I did that. But a couple of years ago, something happened, and the stuff started coming to me. I started looking it up, talking to other people, and a lot of other people are doing these vocalizations and light languages, and it's pretty wild because at the same time, I heard somebody was doing talking earlier. They have different transmissions from different people across the internet that he does on his show, and in one of them, he's talking, and a lot of people are hearing these angelic sounds, bells, singing, all this stuff coming through from other dimensions. Like when they're at quiet time or they're meditative or whatever it may be, when their mind's off the normal world. And I found it amazing because that happened right after that, and I was like, whoa. People can say what they want. I'm not going to say angels or some kind of winged beings or something, but there was somebody said they do as a pure energy, and so I know whatever this they are, it's like some kind of pure energy. It's very very high, and people are hearing that, and some people are not only hearing it, but they're being inspired by these realms to vocalize this stuff, and the way that it feels in me, it is stand up every hair on my body, shoot through my crown chakra, and I've had this really interesting vision of what to do, like when I'm grounding myself and catching this energy, and it's like this great big Dyson sphere kind of thing around me, but it's going slow, and then I it I feel the like energy from like the galactic center poof, shoot right through my crown chakra, and it comes through me, and the Dyson sphere thing start. I think that's what it is, like the two circle things. They start spinning around each other, and then all of a sudden, roots shoot out my feet, boom, right into the earth, and then they turn into like a mycelium web, all the way through the earth and grabbing around it, and then boom, shooting right back up through me, and coming right back up through me, and doing like the Ankh, like with the ancient Egyptians. That's how they Ankh the energy in there. But with my little Ankh thing, it's shaped like a heart. It just shoots the energy right back through, and bam, there we go, grounded into to source and into the planet in which my body was made from. It's really wild, man. And I do that stuff, and then I'll start these vocalizations, and I swear I produce an energy that I've never felt in my life. And I've actually experimented around with a few drugs, and I didn't get real big into drugs, but I know speed and different things and blah blah whatever. Did acid and stuff, but this is it's way beyond that. Way beyond that. The feeling that you have, it's like it's so high vibe and pure. I can't even describe it. You know. Um, April. Hey, what's up, Fifth? How you doing? Uh, thank you, Mike. Love me for doing that. Yeah, it's thought she was going deaf. What happened? Oh, sound low. I can turn that up, man. I've been having. I have problems talking back and forth to people because I'm doing like four different things on the internet. So I have a an audio device thing I got to turn up. Um, I need a new one of these. That's the only reason I'm using this. The mic went out on that thing, but every time I turn around, something's like even $20, $30. You know, it's a lot of money when you only make 700 some dollars a month and got like basically welfare from the government. You know, food stamps, Section 8 housing, and I still have to pay part of the housing. So makes it a little rough to get things. But that's basically all I need is just a webcam that I can just plug in and normally talk into, where I ain't got to hold this crazy microphone. You know, trust me, I don't like doing this. I mean, it's one thing if you're singing or something, but I'm just speaking. You know, can you guys hear better now? Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I sent somebody three voice messages in Messenger earlier, and she couldn't hear not a one of them. But I had the volume turned up so I could hear it loud and hear, but I didn't have the input on the actual microphone turned up, and I didn't realize it. And that's what happened with that first light language video I did. I posted it, and then I went back and I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, oh wow. I was like, this is important. I got to get it out of me, man. It just won't stop. And I was like, I just heard go live. I'm like, really? Yeah, you'll know what to do. Just go live. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's the worst that could happen. you know, uh, yeah. What's the worst that could happen? You know. Um, let me see something here. Take a look up here at everything y'all saying. Uh, oh, what'd you say? Hey, bro, you're actually filling your passage through the birth tunnel. Who are you saying that to, Bruce? Uh, yeah, it is kind of like you come out of a deep sleep bungee jump off a bridge. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Especially when you look around the world and you figure you have to readjust your thinking because you're like, oh, I ain't having none of this. This is all messed up. And then you're like, well, so far I can't and have it all change. I got to figure out a way to live in this and still help to affect change. I don't even want to talk about some stuff right now, but somebody just posted something about these things they're wearing on their face and trying to make it like totally mandatory where I'm at. I'm trying to stay out of the 3D thought process, but part of me is like, sue her. Get everybody together. Sue the governor, period. There's way too much information out there. They keep scrubbing it. All my friends posted stuff on Facebook. They scrub it. And I was in a group against it, like to give truth on this stuff. They keep scrubbing all the information, and all the information is doctors and stuff going, this is all BS you know it's that like crazy world takeover stuff. That's why I say we all need to stay in these realms, communicate with one another, bring up the vibe. And like I said earlier, man, I really do believe that the Mandela effect and the holographic universe have showed us the way. We can literally within our minds, we keep changing timelines. I mean, whole buildings and houses and all kind of stuff disappear. I talk to a lot of people, man, and that just shows me that we perceive what is our reality so we can change what is our reality. That's simple, you know. um but yeah, I'm glad y'all came. People were connecting. It's cool because it's people that I see in a lot of other groups. um Hello, Leslie. So that's neat, man. I can go to like different channels and run into a lot of the same people. It's just building them communities up, man, and getting things tighter. And we keep each other in our prayers and our meditations, and and our heart space, man, and just keep building this up, man. You know, um, and don't get ourselves stuck within this whole 3D realm. I'm serious, man. You really got to look at it like you're about that much human. The biggest majority of what you are is a spiritual being. When you lock into this whole thing of I'm human, you forget the powers that we all have through the divine creation in which you are and part of. That's why they talk about the Holy Spirit and stuff in the Bible. That's that energy and that connection with God. That's what gives you what looks like amazing superpowers and stuff, and it's not. It's just your actual abilities through your creator, you know? So we can all do these things. Um, Yeah, and here's the thing, Bruce. Yeah, they do. But I found out there's no entities that can actually get to you, but what can happen is low vibe energy through other people. And I had one of those incidents earlier, and I've been working with it for a while and had other visions and stuff and got it all figured out. Um, where it's coming from. But you can have other people that's not setting where you're at and be like somebody's like right on the cusp of, something major within your awakening, and other people just out of nowhere start saying dumb shit to you, trying to annoy you. Well, you know how it is. I mean, trolls and stuff on YouTube, it could be your family, it could be anything. And it's almost like these lower energies are like, oh, hell no, we can't get to you. You're a sovereign being. But this person here is broken down. We're going to go through them and see if we can annoy you through them. Well, you can't do that. If you're a higher vibrating being, of higher consciousness, which we all are, you just got to tune into the knowing. So if you tune into knowing and you know that, then there's no way a lower vibration like that is going to be able to affect you. And if they try to, it just comes out seeming sad. And you don't want to attack them back. You just want to heal them. You're like, oh, that's sad. You need help. You need some healing, so they can't even mess with you. But we've got to totally connect with that whole thing of we are part of God, and this is just a little part of what we're doing. This whole being physical thing. Everybody who's had like out of body, like a death experience. Like you hear a lot of these people talking about they died on a table or got hit by lightning and died. They always say it's like that. They flip right over to whatever dimension they're to go to. They just flip right to it. There's no such thing as death. You know that alone cures a lot of fear. You come into a planet and you have no idea of anything other than people are telling you got to do this stuff and watch out for this and watch out for that, and you forget that you're connected to God and divinity and everything that is and all these different things creates a lot of fear. You know. Uh, dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Yeah, their full capacity. Yeah, exactly. At full capacity, man. It'd be like one, like watching the Matrix, ship floating around and just appearing out of nowhere. Like, can you quit sticking, these all over the place? Your little crystal bubbles are in the way. I don't know why somebody manifesting crystal bubbles, but whatever. It's better than some of the things manifested on this planet, I guess. I don't know. Oh man. Let's see here. Mind susceptible to mind control technologies. Uh, that's why people need to get out of the mind. I mean, look into the heart, man. They don't tell you half of what the heart's doing. They make it sound like it's a big old blood pump. That thing's sending out neuro signals and all kind of stuff. It's because it's connected to your Merkaba, your DNA, God. That's why they say fill with your heart. It's exactly why. Let this guide you through life. This is a networking center, part of a computer. Like part of a computer. People want to use this for everything. When you use that for everything, you get stuck in this world and this world's ways. But when you let this direct you, and then just use this as like a networking center, of course, to send signals to your body, but maybe just to figure out, like, you're working on something in your house, and you got to think, okay, so how can I fix this with limited stuff? Something like that. But the major decision stuff, it all should come through the heart and then filter through the brain. But we're taught to just go straight through the brain, and the ego, and we're smart and we're full of wisdom, and I got all this knowledge, and no, you don't even need to store all that stuff in your head. Your memories and everything are all, because it's they're right within your DNA, your Merkaba. They even say this stuff stores within you because you're part water. Well, what's water? Water's crystalline technology. Crystalline technology is used in your computer. That's how you store and do stuff on your computer is with liquid crystal. Well, with crystals. So whether it's liquid or what it is, it's still crystalline. It holds memory. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Jedi. It's they think of it like a body with the spirit. It's like, no, you are a spirit in a body. This is your avatar. This is the thing you travel around in. You know. I like the movie Avatar. I like the word. It fits good. It's way better than meat sack because that just sounds really disrespectful. Sure, the way that it sweats, the eyes and the sun, there's some things that aren't too great with this body and how it fits here, but that's because we've been fiddled with by other beings. And the planets they come from, it's a little different than this. So I'd say that's why our bodies are the way they are. You had a creature evolving on this planet, and then some other ones came in and fiddled around with stuff, and you got which is us. So to call us human, anyways, is kind of weird. Say you're human, you're alien. No human, you human, your body and makeup is part what you call alien. So when people say, "Oh, the aliens, man, and they're really demons and stuff," no, and you are part one, whether you want to believe it or not. We're all our physical makeup is part alien, and your actual soul could have come from another dimension somewhere that you might think of as alien. You know? Yeah, that's the whole trick. The physical, you got to be able to live within the physical body, but live within it as a spiritual being to get the most out of it and not be stuck as just the three-dimensional aspect in thinking. So yeah, it's all about that balancing that, you know. And it's been kind of really hard down here for everybody to balance because the masculine energy has just been way too high, and you don't have the balance, man. If everything's perfectly balanced, we're all right. But it's too high on the masculine side, and that's why there's all these wars and all this stuff going on. Yeah, find balance. That's the whole thing. As far as like the Buddhas, when they say go, the Buddha Saifa thing, it's where you get to the point of, you've reached this point of knowing with everything and to be able to see past everything, but to still be able to live in this world no matter how good or how screwy it is, and still be at that higher state of consciousness through it all. So I remember reading that. I was like, yeah, that says quite a bit, because there's still a little part of me that's like, I don't like this. Let's change this. I don't want to have to try and balance in a place where they're constantly telling me to wear more masks and stuff. I swear, somebody tells me to wear a mask, I'm jumping up on a cart and I'm going to tell them, you come near me, I'm kicking your ass. Period. I got COPD, step away from me. I don't even like to say that because I'm trying to fix stuff, but technically I am diagnosed with that. Goofy. Somebody posting that today saying the governor's going to get mad about stuff. She tried banning vape liquid and all kind of stuff, man. I just need to like pick her up and just boot her ass right across. We'll boot her ass right across Lake Michigan and let her land in Canada. Yeah, you can have her, Bruce. You want let's see, Gretchen Whitmore. We'll send her over to you guys. You can have her. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean on here. I really am not trying to be against people, and I don't have anything personally against a person. But what she's doing is not cool, and what half of these people are doing are not cool, and I'm just getting kind of tired of it. But I'm trying to stay at that Zen level. I'm not going to kick nobody's ass. I don't even know if I could go and shoot food right now if I had to, and I used to be able to do that. I'm sure I could still cut up a fish. I don't know. There's something weird going on. Fishing still don't bother me, but the thought of going out and shooting stuff and throwing it on my plate is weird to me, even though that's the way I was raised. Raised around people like that. Yeah, that's all part of these changes. Anyways, pow. Yeah. No, here's how I see it, Darla. I mean, it's still a diagnosis, but I quit smoking cigarettes, so it's not as bad, but still, go out in the heat and stuff, things happen. But I'm actually doing a lot of breathing exercises and stuff and working on things. That's a lot better than it was. But it's a damn good excuse to not wear one of those stupid masks, man. He ain't hiding my smile. Somebody seen my free hug shirt today. It was like, nice shirt. Well, I couldn't see their face and I couldn't give them a hug because we're all in this weirdness, but you ain't hiding my smile. You ain't hiding my shirt. You ain't threatening me with jail over it. I will turn into a great big ball of golden light that will push you back, and you will hear angels sing, and they will tell you, leave this one alone. Or at least I'll produce a holograph that looks like that. But anyways, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Let's put out some good energy, get everybody smiling. It's a Friday night, and yeah, man, it's Friday, right? Where's your lives at, Bruce? You taking the night off? I got confused on what freaking days it is, man. That kind of happens when you don't have a regular job. But yeah, I wanted to do that, and I wanted to say thank you to everybody who watched the video and said something. Just very encouraging. Um, I gotta look more seriously into this and you know do some of these, record them good. Maybe some video, some good nature video, or maybe I'll walk around outside and do them so that way I can have nature in the background. Um, yeah, man. And you can just listen to those, get it, whatever you get from it. Be happy, be healed, whatever. I don't know. I know one thing: when I hear it, it makes me happy, and that's good enough. So, at least whatever these vocalizations I'm doing produce happiness within people, and that's all that really counts. You know. Um, let's see. Reading yours, Bruce. You're smart, man. That ball of light around you, like I said, man, it'd be live in 30 minutes. You saying you see a ball of light around me? Or is this just a analogy or something? I thank you, man. I love every one of you guys, man. You know. Um, Thank you, Darla. I really really appreciate that, man. You can't hear, you know, I love you too many times. It's not possible, especially if you live alone and you're used to saying it or having it said, before you go to bed at night. And well, you say it to the dog, but I still haven't got him to say it yet. I guess a lick in the face is pretty much his way of saying it. you know. Um, yeah, yeah. Keep like a big energy bubble thing around you. Well, it's funny. My friend told me that said this energy that went around me is about 6 feet in diameter. I'm like, that ought to keep quite a bit of stuff away. It's like that's nice. It gives me a nice area here. We'll just keep that, keep that energy bubble, keeping the other stuff out. Um, Aw, thank you. That's very important for for people to fill my heart. My whole life, man. I don't care if I stand in the middle of the sun with sunglasses on. If you stop and talk to me, I pull my sunglasses off because I want people to look into my eyes and see my soul when they speak to me. You know, it's just I'm so happy to. Even though a lot of people see crazy stuff in the world right now, I'm so happy to be at this point in life. I just felt so alone and so alien. I mean, for real, for so many years. But now that we got the social media, and I was like, oh my God, there's bunches of me out there, and they're all a little bit different, but we're all going through the same stuff, and they understand as I understand, and it's like, oh, this is so awesome, man. You know. It's just great because I do the same thing. There's so many of you people. You guys are just beautiful people, and I can feel you. I mean, literally feel you just texting me and stuff. And it's like, wow. It's like, man, I got to get me one of them transporters so that way I can go visit everybody. Because I ain't getting on no airplane, and well, driving around takes a lot of money. I think a transporter would be cheaper. Or, well, you know the thing. What do they call that? Teleporter. That's it. That thing on Star Trek. I thought maybe I could like fit one of those in my closet. Just like walk in the closet, poof, go away, come back. I say we all need one. It's kind of crazy though. I would be more willing to let my molecules be taken apart and reassembled somewhere else than I would to get on an airplane. Now tell me how that makes any sense. Oh shoot. Uh yeah. Yeah, like a big bubble or energy around you to protect you from stuff. Yeah, the community is therapy, dude. I felt some stuff a while back that was really bad, and come to find out, somebody in this apartment complex had died, and they basically just laid in here and kind of like rotted, man, for days, and it was weird because before I found out that, I was talking to somebody that works here. And I said, man, I said, I don't know why I felt these things. I had this weird feeling like I'm going to die in here alone and rot away and blah, blah, blah. And then she started telling me and stuff. So there's like four people who died in here in 1 year, and one of them died that way. So what it is, at the point of death, there's an energy left behind that's caught up in the grid. It's not a spirit or a ghost. It's just an energy within the grid. And because the opening up of the empathic abilities so much, I tapped into it, and I tapped into it right as I got sick. And right as I got sick, I also felt the energy of this whole crap, the COVID thing coming on. I didn't know what it was because it hadn't started yet. And then when I got over all that crap, then the whole COVID thing came in. And I thought I was about this close to going insane, and actually thought to myself, I would, at that time, I just wanted to go to sleep and not wake up. Just go into whatever reality, pass away or whatever. It was that bad and freaky to me, you know? It was really, really, really weird. And I'm not suicidal or anything, but that's just how sick and screwy it made me feel inside. And I think a big part of this was to be able to go through these fears to learn, so that way I can I not only help myself but help others by seeing the what people might see as negative, evil things is just sad, broken energy. To not fear it, to be able to see through it, so that way I can transmute this stuff with love and the way that I'm doing. It's weird. I feel like this like I mean, normally under normal conditions, I always thought, healer, but a lot of people could be the healer, and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. But the stuff with the singing and some of this deep stuff, it almost feels like something shamanistic. I don't know, man. Trippy. I'll know more as things go on. But yeah, just be prepared, y'all, because we've all got abilities. And they're going to start opening up, and some are more geared towards certain abilities than others, even though we all have the same abilities. So yeah, don't be surprised if you start like seeing things, hearing things. You're doing like this and shit starts moving. I know some people that can move things. I'm still trying that one. I haven't figured it out. It's like, well, you got to imagine there is no spoon. Well, I've tried that, and the spoon is still staring at me. So I don't know, man. I guess you got to go really deep for that. But then again, why do I exactly want to learn that? I'm already like the sweetest chef first thing when I get up in the morning, and like the circulation ain't right in my hands, the stuff's flying out of my hands. So imagine if you had them kind of powers. It's like pass me the salt, poof, and the salt flies against the wall. you know. So I don't know, but it would be interesting. Um, yeah, when you're sad, scream it. Um, yeah, Darla, that's right, and that's how I got through that whole little time there. I was like, I just need to talk to people, and I was like, well, maybe they need help too. And so I'm not thinking about myself needing help, but at the same time, when I'm helping other people, that opens me up as an empty vessel to source God. So therefore, it's flowing through you, or like me in this case, it's flowing through whoever's doing this. So that means you're getting healed too. So not only did talking to all you all help, because I'm serious, man, I've never been through anything like that, and there is mental illness in my family. There was drug addiction, all kind of stuff, really, really wild stuff, and some abilities that are just really wild. And I think that might be partly why the we had issues like in the family like that. But yeah, man, I pulled off of all physical meds and head meds and seeing a counselor, which I didn't have to. I did this voluntarily because some years ago I called him at like midnight and said that there's no place left for me in this world. That's before my grandkids were born. I told him, I said, I'm not suicidal, but there's no reason for me to be here. So I went on meds and a bunch of shit. But I'm the only one in my family that's pulled completely off of meds and decided to take care of their physical and psychological issues with only plant meds and God. And if you tell a therapist you're going to do some stuff like that, they might lock you up. But I've done it, and it was really rough, but I had to. It's the only way it could be done. I had to get rid of all the programming and weird shit within myself. And psychiatry would not do it. It's just all they're doing is making money off you. And pills, well, they'll just kill you with those things. So pretty wild, man. Um, yeah, I hope the salt didn't fly through the wall and kill the neighbors. That would kind of suck. Oh shit. Uh, um, yeah, no negative manifesting of the salt. By the way, hi, Mystic Rose. Um, yeah, I haven't said hi to you yet. Sorry about that. I didn't see you. Um, Yeah, and that's why I think there was she wouldn't tell me the whole thing because she's an astrologer, and after she found out that we weren't an item, she wouldn't tell me what my chart said. But it was still kind of sticky trying to get the exact time of when I was born. But from what she was looking at, she's like, "You set a big, crazy path in front of you." And like I said, my life path number, the way it works out, it's all really wild. And I think that is exactly what, well, I don't think, I know, I have the knowing finally that there's nothing out to get me in my whole life. I just set up a lot of stuff so I could learn as much as I can, you know, throughout this life, as far as different things that people go through and stuff. To try and learn and feel as much of that as I can, so when I get to this point, you know, and and the world starts to convert and we all come into our knowing of things, that I could do that. I have the experience and been through it all, and not just experience, but I'm like deep experience. I'm like, oh, that's gonna kill me kind of shit, feeling that. And when you do that, then you really know. It's like why I can love so deeply is because of I've had the complete opposite, or whatever, that kind of thing, you know. Um, Hold on, let me back this back up. I tell you what, Bruce, I don't know how you do, how you're able to keep up with comments with a big channel or bigger channel when when I only get there was 7 people on there and I still got to back up. uh, oh yeah, yeah, you're gonna be doing. Are you getting ready to do your live, Bruce? If so, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here, and we can all go over to Bruce's channel and hang out and talk. That sounds cool to me, man. Um, Yeah, yeah, your gifts start getting stronger and you start noticing things. Heck yeah, man. Um, no, it's not so much destiny. What it is I feel that like you have set up like certain things you want to do, like maybe like just a goal or certain things that you want to take care of, but you're under complete free will the whole time you're here. Um, but if you tune in to your higher self, you can tune into what the original main goal was, and then with whatever talents, what you've learned or doing in this life, use that to find the direction, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not a person that believes in it. I wrote everything down. I mean, at one time I was taught that and started to think that. Um, they got it all wrote down, and your life's going exactly like this. No, because there's been times where I didn't listen to like the intuition, and it went a different direction. But I got a learning lesson out of it. So either way, all of it led to the learning lessons that I need to, you know, get where I'm at. So however it really works. Because the one thing that I know for a fact is there is this. thing we call God, we all come through it from it. We're all connected. There is no death, and we go on forever. That's good. All the rest of it, I still daily it changes. As I learn more and as I learn more. So, you know, I'm like everybody else. I'm still learning. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here. If I'm not mistaken, Darla, didn't Bruce say he was gonna do a live feed? Um, let's see. The fortune teller saying what she did was karmic for her. I filled the cards. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't. I don't look into all that stuff. When you're going by like astrology, you're going by people telling you cards and stuff. People like get into the set mode of they can't do certain stuff. I just wing it, man. I go with the flow. You know, the only reason I knew that stuff was because that woman, doing that thing. She's an astrologer, but I'm not big into that. I know people's like, I can't do this because something's conjunct to that and this and that. Why don't you just go with the flow, man? Let your heart guide you. I don't need some people in their peace. And plus, that's kind of like taking away your power, saying that I can't do this because of that, that because of this, and this because of that. Nope. Take back your power. Don't say that the planets and the humans and all these different things can control you. Never do that. You control you. Um, okay, see you, Leslie. Much love. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here too, y'all. Okay. Um, let's see. Thank you, brother. This was one awesome live feed. Hey, cool. Thanks, Jedi. Uh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, I'm gonna go over and see if Bruce comes back on or somebody else tonight. Um, oh, maybe I ought to charge my phone and hit Shane's call-in show. Unbiased and on the fence. Huh. I don't know. There's a thought. I don't know. See how I feel. Uh, test spirits. Yeah, test the spirit. See if someone is yeah, coming from a place of peace and love. Yeah. Uh, once you get out of being stuck on energies, bring you down as an empath. You will become an awesome empath that starts going to the next enlightened levels. That's what I read for myself. Yep, yep, man. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I'm happy you made this one too, Darla. I'm happy every one of you made this one, and I'm happy y'all got something out of that transmission earlier. That was great. That made me feel so good that I could give that to y'all. So peace and love. Have a wonderful day or evening, whatever it is, and you're a little part of this beautiful world. And right here we have Mr. Mickey Dog. He says hi. Love each and every one of y'all. Have a great evening.